Welcome to our program, and I'm your presenter Ayubumze here in Tower Bridge. On my right hand side, as you can see, is the office of the Mayor of London. And on my right hand side, and on my left hand side here, you can see this is the famous Tower of London. As you can see, is right behind there where we are going, that is the famous Tower of London Palace, which is a place of great importance and British history and culture, and especially the monarch or the royal family. Today, Newdeal Africa is leading a team of Tanzanians and friends of Tanzania who are here for an excursion. And this is what happened. What is the House of Lords? The House of Lords is the upper house of the British Parliament. In the past, members of this house were mainly hereditary peers, lords who inherited their titles because of their family history. But these days, most of the members of are life peers who do not pass their titles to their children. Life peers are often former politicians or people who have been leaders in their professional communities. The main role of the House of Lords is to discuss carefully the new laws which are proposed by the House of Commons and to suggest changes where necessary. It can also delay the passing of the law, but cannot stop them if the House of Commons wishes to go ahead. While the members of the House of Lords are in Parliament, they may be taking part in a debate, examining laws in more detail, in a committee, doing research, or perhaps be dealing with a member of the public. At one end of the debating chamber of the House of Lords is the throne. During the state opening of the Parliament, this is where Her Majesty the Queen sits and where she reads out the Queen's speech, which describes the laws which the current government plans to implement during the next. Furthermore, Westminster Hall was once used as a court. People who were put on trial here and condemned to death included William Wallace, that was in 1305, Guy Fawkes, and Charles I. The High Court moved to the High Court of Justice in the Strand in 1825. Coronation banquets were held here until the rule of George IV, that was between 1820 to 1830. In more recent times, the hall has been used as one of the most places where foreign heads of states give speeches. It is also used for lying in state of some of the kings, queens, or prime ministers, including Winston Churchill in 1965 and the Queen's mother in 2002. The tour starts by following the route taken by Her Majesty the Queen at the state opening of Parliament, from the Queen's robing room through to the Royal Gallery and Prince's Chamber into a majestic Lord's Chamber. The tour then moves on through the central lobby, members' lobby, and one of the voting lobbies before entering the common chambers, scene of many lively debates. Passing through St. Stephen's Hall, the tour ends in 900-year-old Westminster Hall, a place where many historic trials have taken place. The event starts with Her Majesty being escorted from her home, that is at Buckingham Palace, by her household cavalry to the parade grounds, where she sits on a horseback and carries out an inspection of the household troops which are all assembled there.
where do you see the monarch after the Queen?
Safe in the hands of Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall. Very, very safe. And with Prince William, it'll go on for generations.
It's very, very nice to see you here, with us today. What's your name?
Okay, Ian.
And I understand you served in the army as well?
Yes.
Which part of the army?
Seaforth Islanders, 51st Island Division.
And that was in the World War, in the Second World War.
Yes.
Is there anything that you wanted to share with us, especially with the young generation? We really don't know so much about what happened, and
Well, it's just one of the things. I was blown up and with a mine. My mate was killed at the same time. And that was it.
And how do you feel being part of today's event?
Oh, very good. It's very good.
You to this event? What brought you here today?
I came especially to see this troop in the colour.
And any comment on it?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Well worth coming. A good day and very well presented.
Let's go for the colours! It's close order! Just! Let's go for the colours! Will advance! By the left! Quick! Forward!
How do you feel being part of today's event?
Mate, tremendous. We didn't even know it was on. It was just a...
Tears to your eyes.
Yeah, it was a fluke that we're here. We didn't know it was
Tears to your eyes. It's wonderful.
Since her coronation, Her Majesty has been at the saluting base of every year of her reign with the exception of 1955, when a national strike forced the cancellation of the parade. There is therefore no one who is more expert or knowledgeable on every detail, and no mistake except her experienced eye. On this very special day, as you can see, they pay a personal tribute to the sovereign and Canon-in-Chief.
What is it that you wanted to share with us, today?
Well, it's the Queen's 80th birthday, and that's the most important thing, I think, about the day. She's been a great monarch and leader of the country, so we all come out to show our support.
What precious thing do you want to share with us about the monarch and the whole thing, what we just witnessed here today?
Well, the most important thing is that the head of the country should be non-political, should be somebody like the Queen, who is equal to all people. And you don't want old politicians becoming presidents. You want a separate group of people who represent the people themselves.
The 1969 parade, Her Majesty the Queen first rode a Burmese and would continue to do so until 1986. Her Majesty then decided that rather than train another charger,